Hey guys, welcome back to another arena video, and today we're going to be in the arcade arena. So, arcade arena, brand new game mode, here, we got, not the shop, season info, we got only epics and super epics, but for some reason pastry, wildberry, and for jellyfish are excluded, and so is elderfairy, because, elderfairy is just that good. But first off, let's just get right into the teams. So, teams here, first team, standard team. Standard team's gonna have Camellia, Rebel, Financier, Choco Drizzle, one of the new cookies we have, and Parfait. Parfait can actually be replaced for Star Coral. Let me actually just, because most people actually do have Star Coral built, but if your Choco Drizzle is low promotion, you're gonna have to watch out, because weirdly, their attack stats are pretty similar, and when your Star Coral is 5A and your Choco Drizzle is maybe 1 star, that's like Star Coral is gonna have more attack, so that's something you're really gonna need to watch out for. And Star Coral is really gonna be only really good of a build for people who actually have higher promotions on their Choco Drizzle. So let's just show Parfait for right now, because that's more of like a low end build, and you really only need +1 Parfait magic candy. You really only need like +10 Financier magic candy. There's really no other light cookies that you really need to deal with. So let's just get right into the toppings. So Camellia Cookie is going to actually want to be running damage resist and cooldown, but cooldown toppings, obviously. But the Biscuits want to have 3 lines of damage resist and 1 line of cooldown. If you can get this good of a line of stats, use it. But he doesn't really necessarily need 34, that much cooldown. He can be fine with 30, 29, 28, but you're going to really want to stack up on that damage resist. Rebel Cookie, he's actually going to want a 2-second start, which I think I'll have the cooldown number posted right below the topping stats that you need, because I don't know it off the top of my head right now. But you're just really gonna need a 2-second start. You want some damage resist, lots of cooldown, because you want that 2-second start. And well, let me actually explain something real quick. With the way Camellia is set up, Rebel will always go first, even if he has a 2-second start. Camelia's 2-second start is a little bit delayed, which actually makes him pretty good in this game mode and in other teams. So 2-second start for Rebel. Well, that's not Rebel. 2-second start for Rebel. And Choco Toppings with my Biscuit is just full cooldown. I'm using Guild Biscuit. So, alright. Financier, you're actually going to want full Almond. You're going to want to run damage resist and cooldown on the Biscuit, and just all damage resist on the toppings with some cooldown substats. And she's going to want a 4-second start. This is important, because the rotation needs to be Rebel, then into Choco Drizzle. Choco Drizzle actually is going to be running chocolate toppings. I know some other YouTubers may have said, run rasps. She's going to be good on rasps, but for this rotation specifically, you're going to want to run choco toppings. And for Biscuit, you're just going to want to take a damage resist bypass Biscuit as much as you can get. It really doesn't matter how much you can get. I think she already has some built into her skill. Where is it? Yeah, ignores 30% of damage resist and does some true damage, so it's actually really good. So yeah, just Chocos, you're really going to want 25% damage resist. Try and bump that up a little bit more, get 27, 28 if yours is low promo, because you never know if the Caviar is absolutely going to just come in and one-shot it. So, yeah. Now for Parfait, you're really just going to want to have full damage on the Biscuit, some topping, get some cooldown on the toppings, extra damage resist, so she survives. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this team. Treasure is going to be Feather, Vial, and Watch, and if your Epic Watch is not maxed, please use the Common Watch, because, I don't know, just don't use the Epic Watch if it's not maxed. It's just not even worth it for the extra attack. So, what you're really going to want to use what you're going to really want to use this team against is a team pretty much like, not like this. This is going to be pretty dangerous with Creme Brulee and Coral, but actually, let me look. Not a scam team. I'll get into the scam counter in a little bit. So, probably a team like this. Let's give it a go.
This won't take long.
This is a speed comp. That was my guildmate. Rotation and Rebel. And Camellia just removes the buffs. So yeah, it's a pretty easy clear. Check the damage. it's going to be mostly coming from Rebel and Choco Drizzle. So let's actually rewatch it slowly so I can show you the rotation and how this comp actually is good. So we're going in 1.0x speed. Rebel goes first, then Drizzle, then Farf. And with Drizzle's skill, after each cookie is killed, and Rebel revives after the Camellia strike, and then Drizzle just absolutely murders. It's just crazy because you don't really need to run the Paper Charm because Camellia has that two removing buffs things. So that's pretty much it. I really can't waste any more tickets on this team, but that's just pretty much how this team works. It's going to destroy any comp without, that obviously looks like a scam team. Like, this is obviously a scam team. And this is a weird comp. I'll look into that. But another thing you want to use this team on, it might beat Coral teams. I've never actually really tried them before because I've mainly been using the other two teams I'm going to show in this video, but you can really try it against the Coral teams, so let's actually see how it works. Let's go down. Rebel into Drizzle. Parfait. Drizzle again. Let me speed it up a little bit. Okay, Rebel. Delete the buffs. Okay, we should win this. Oh, so I guess we do beat Coral. Wow, that was pretty easy. Actually wasn't really that hard at all.
Story for the ages.
Kind of miraculous. But let's actually, anyway, just go look at the damage again. So, damage, mostly coming from Rebel and Choco Drizzle. Actually, Camellia's been doing some damage, actually. And the Brulee, even without the buff protection, the buffs that he gets from Parfait, they're just immediately dispelled by Camellia. And this comp is just good in the way that it's like kind of a scam-esque comp, but it's more or less the, main standard comp of this video. Sorry, so now let's get on to the scam team. I was talking about a scam team earlier, but this is going to be the scam team. And yes, it does use Choco Drizzle again. Sorry if you don't have her, but she's kind of necessary. Actually, what you can do is just replace Financier for Choco Drizzle in this team if you don't have Choco Drizzle. And it's just the same toppings that Financier is going to be using throughout all three of the teams. So that's just a PSA right there. Let me just get Choco Drizzle back on the team. There we go. All right. So topping this team, scam team, going to be used for mainly, beating other teams. It's like just a one-shot team that you can use to, beat teams even faster. It requires more investment than this team. This team's also more all-round. But, all right, let's get right into the toppings. So, Camellia is actually going to be using damage resist, bypass, and attack, but you can still just use the old build. I just like to use this because he actually can do some damage. Running my Dark Cacao Arena Biscuit on him, normal Arena Biscuit, and just running some attack toppings on him that I got from the Residents that I really haven't used because these cookies haven't really been good outside of this mode. And Rebel, actually, no, I'm going to continue talking about Camellia. So, Camellia, same thing with the 2-second start. He's going to actually not use it because another cookie, the elephant in the room that hasn't been used in any game mode since its release, is going to have that 2-second start. So, let's get on to Rebel. Rebel is going to be running damage resist, cooldown, same biscuit, but with attack toppings. And the toppings you're really going to run is lots of damage resist, lots of cooldown, and lots of attack. You can really take it off of Wind Archer if you have the attack toppings, you can take it off of Wind Archer. But I really wouldn't recommend destroying your arena defense build just for Arcade Arena. I mean, if you really want to, you can. But I just have the resources to do both. So that's that. Now, for Choco Drizzle, she's going to be running attack toppings. You could really just go, if you don't really want to have that much investment into anything, you could just run the Choco toppings. But for this scam team, you're going to want to be running attack toppings, and it's going to be same biscuit damage bypass, 24 DR around that range, and just stack some extra attack on the toppings. Cooldown really doesn't matter because of her cooldown reduction in her skill. So, Caviar is just going to be running damages, crit, attack, and some cooldown. I guess that wiggled its way in. And damage is bypassed from, some of the OG players who used White Lily back when she was good. I am using her old biscuit on Caviar, and it's proving very effective. So now on to the absolute, like the gimmick of this comp, smoked cheese. Smoked cheese is going to be having a 2-second start, and the reason being is because of his charm for 2.5 seconds. It's pretty good. I personally found it good, and even with his Earth's protection debuff, it's debuff resistant defense. It's, you know, it's good. It's a little extra stat buff, but yeah, it's pretty good. But that's pretty much Smoked Cheese's whole deal. He's just really gonna want a 2-second start. I'm going to show off what it does, and I think this comp actually does beat the standard comps, so we're gonna actually test it out on my standard comp. So Biscuit, you want all cooldown, and you're gonna want 44.5% cooldown. I know it's another 44.5% cooldown guy, but yeah, this is, you know, a high investment team that you're really gonna want to use to win in the arcade arena to get all the way up and push. So let's actually practice against this, because I really want to save my precious tickets. So it'll be running at 1.0x speed, so we can see what happens. Smoked Cheese, Camellia, Rebel, Chocolate Drizzle, and Caviar. And speed it up a little bit so we can finish. It might be a little close. No, it won't be. You got this. Easy. So ideally, if everyone is gonna be dying, did Camellia do? Wow, Camellia did the second most damage. Dang. So, like you saw there, in the end of the whole ordeal, I'm gonna actually rewatch the battle. I'm gonna show you, because if a battle ends up actually being close, let me just actually show you a scenario. So mainly like right here, then what you're really gonna want to happen is have your Rebel and Camellia. Hopefully they can, you know, die off, because the insignia here will apply onto Choco Drizzle, and Choco Drizzle will just melt the entire rest of the team. That's usually what happens when, you know, because look, this mark is on Camellia, and after Camellia dies, then it'll just be Choco Drizzle 1v1, and hopefully your Choco Drizzle's built correctly, because hopefully my guide is actually the best out there. Probably is. But if you know what I mean, it's really just going to end up being a Choco Drizzle carry, and if you really get like absolutely one-shotted, then yeah, it's just going to have to end up to your Choco Drizzle promotions. Like all these teams really do contain Choco Drizzle, besides the Financier one. Actually, I'm going to show off Financier on this. So where is Financier at? Rarity. So for some reason the music stops. So there we go. Here it is again.
Wait here. I'll get some jellies for you.
So Financier doesn't really mess up the rotation at all. Just protects Caviar. But your Caviar is probably gonna die. Yeah, honestly, with Financier, now that I'm really realizing this, Choco Drizzle is really necessary to this team. Because you're really going to need to counter the Choco Drizzle. Choco Drizzle is just going to is the best cookie in Epic Arena right now. You're absolutely going to have to use her no matter what. And, you know, she's low star, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the scam team. Actually, I'm going to actually test it out in real battle. So in the real battle, I'm going to, at the end, I'll show you everything that you need to know with 3 teams, how to navigate the arena. So I'm going to save those battles for the last part. And so you might actually be wondering how to counter the scam comp. Sorry if I'm all over the place. You know, this new arena is kind of confusing for me as well. So back onto the final team, which is going to be the scam counter. Yes, we're using 3 healers, Choco Drizzle, and Financier. So the same idea as the scam comp. You're really going to be wanting to have Choco Drizzle just be carried by everyone else, hence the insignia being there, and have the 3 healers be, you know, healing up Choco Drizzle, and Financier protecting Choco Drizzle as well. So another thing, if your Star Coral is 5A, like I said earlier, your Star Coral 5A and your Choco Drizzle is like 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, even 3 star had a problem. you're going to want to run maybe someone like Peach Blossom or even not Mercurlinite, Silver Bell. Why not? If you have them built, if you have another healer ability, let me actually just go and look at support and healing. You can put in Peppermint, you can put in Nutmeg Tiger, it doesn't really matter. But you really, if your Star Coral has more attack than your Choco Drizzle, that's going to be an issue. And you can even put in Candy Diver. I'm being so serious. You can even put in Candy Diver. And yeah, Candy Diver was actually in the beta version of this team. If you are in my Discord server, which I did promote in the beginning of the video, you'll be able to see the beta versions of the teams and be able to, you know, test them out with me because I'll be sending them there. So, I mean, before the video comes out. So, back to this team. So, let's go into the toppings. So, Financier, Almond, same toppings as before. Don't really need to go over that. Choco Drizzle, same toppings as before for comp 1, I think. Standard comp, same comps for the same toppings for the standard comp. Jeez. Alright, now, Rockstar's gonna be a little different now. Usually you're thinking, oh, Rockstar's a healer, running cooldown. No, he's gonna be running crit, just like his old guild battle days, just so he does the most burst healing he can. And reason being is that he's probably gonna die off from the first Caviar Blast when you're facing against scam comps. So having that big burst of healing will actually help your team stay alive for much longer. Now, Parfait, same toppings as before, same damage resist, you know, cooldown, same whole deal. And Star Coral should be the same. Actually, no, Star Coral is not the same. You're going to want Star Coral to have a 2-second start. I will put that number right down here, like I did with Rebel, and that's just mainly because of the rotation. You're also going to want to have some damage resist on her. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for the toppings. So treasures, you know, Whistle, Insignia, Watch. So let's actually get right into a practice room. So rotation explaining. It's going to have to go Star Coral into Choco Drizzle, into Rockstar, to Parfait, then into Financier. I think that's how it goes. So let's actually check. Let's actually test it out real quick.
What song will the stars sing this time?
Right. I forget against teams that obviously have, like, you know, you see smoked cheese, you see latte. You're gonna want to actually, I forgot about this actually. You're going to want to run the monocle. If you visibly see, like, see, you can see latte there in the back. And you can see latte there in the back too. You want to run the monocle. That is the most important thing I almost forgot about. I'm very sorry. So, now with the monocle,
Drag this out.
the rotation will carry out as usual. Well, not as usual, but it'll be better. And the whole thing will happen the same way. Choco Drizzle will clear absolutely everyone, and Chameleon's dead, right? Yep. Oh, yes, Insignia. I just can't really see. There you go.
They were simply
Let's
not
check the
playing
stats.
off.
Rockstar did what he did. He died instantly, but he did all the burst healing. Parfait burst healed as well, but Choco Drizzle is going to be the main hyper carry. It technically is a Choco Drizzle hyper carry. I never really thought of it like that. But as you can see here, main damage dealers all died off. Chameleon's doing the most damage, which is kind of embarrassing. But alright, so back to what I was saying. So, how to use these 3 comps in the arena, let me tell you. So, you're going to look around the arena and you need to identify the comps. So, quick ID. This, you see right here, it's very obviously a scam team. You know, T-Knight is there, Caviar, Latte is there. What you're going to want to do, if you see Latte with the robes, because that's, maybe it could be 1 second burnt. But if you don't want to risk anything, always run Monocle against this kind of team. So, let's see.
Entrust me with this
Okay, so my guild might bend, so I think it's a 2 second burnt cheese, so let's actually check the rotation. It was a 2 second burnt, a 1 second burnt actually. Okay, rotation's fine. Now, Drizzle will do her thing. Hopefully. Yep. And we win. Always be safe. If you see a latte, always run the monocle. Did I win? What the heck? Come on, game. Come on. I won that. The rebel minions were dying off at the last second. I won that. Let's just be fair right now. A minute and 7, like, come on. But yeah. So what really happened? Choco Drizzle went. Always want to be safe with latte, because you never know with the robes. It can always be a 2-second latte, and that's exactly equivalent to a 2-second dark cacao in the main arena. You really want to be careful with all that. So always, to be safe, if you see a latte, run the monocle. Or if you see a smoked cheese, which smoked cheese comps are actually going to get more popular as I release this video. So now onto another comp. Let's say you see Crimson Coral, and you're like, whoa, I don't know what to do. If you're in doubt, always run this comp. Always. It's a very good comp for when you're in doubt and you don't know what you're doing, and it will pretty much always carry you to victory. And Crimson Coral already dead. Yeah, pretty easy win considering our promos, but this comp will always carry you when you don't know what to do. It's called a standard comp for a reason. And now for the final, what you're going to want to look for is, odd teams. Like, let's say this definitely is a scam team, but you really want to look for it. There's a star coral in the back. Oh, that's weird. Or something else, like this almond, which I lost to a little bit earlier because I used the wrong comp. Or you can look for, another scam team. Oh, this is a scam team. I'm going to run this team. Or, odd team. There's no monocle. I can scam them.
Bow down to our radiant queen.
So the rotation will be the same. Smoked, Camellia. Might get a little stunned, but Caviar would go. Stardust. Didn't really expect Stardust there. Camellia. Alright, let's speed it up now. Alright, hopefully win, please. It's close. It was because of their burnt cheese. And, yeah, just odd comps like that, you're really not going to want to scam because, I just goofed up a little bit. I'm still learning. As well because this arena is constantly changing. So, odd comps, you see, ooh, this is a standard comp. Actually, we know what you can do against a standard comp?
Catch me if you can.
You can scam it. What? What? Nah, that's... Oh, I can really go there anyway. You saw Caviar's missiles absolutely miss that Choco Drizzle, right? You guys saw that too, right? Alright, just checking. But even without Choco Drizzle and Caviar, Rebel and Camellia still killed off the team. So standard teams, what you'll see, mainly on Pure Vanilla server, oh look, there's a smoked cheese. So seems like my team has gotten out. And then you see odd comps like this. Monocle, another thing you want to watch out for. Monocle, instantly, you need to instantly run this comp. Should automatically work. Because Choco Drizzle should be carried by a Financier. There you go. It'll always work out for you. Hopefully you don't get one shot with scam by this comp because that would kind of suck. But yeah. So hopefully all my coherent rat rambling was, coherent enough to understand. Actually, you know what? I want to do one more battle real quick. Show off. This is definitely a 2-second smoked cheese. T-Knight instead of Camellia. What? That was weird. The monocle just didn't work. That's just how good Choco Drizzle is. She just one-shotted 3 cookies at once. Absolutely insane. Alright, that was the last battle. It's already getting to be a pretty long video. So, let me just wrap things up real quick. So, scam counter most of the time. Watch out for lattes and watch out for burnt cheeses. If you don't see one, you can always just run the whistle. Watch out for lattes and smoked cheeses, I mean. If you see a latte or a smoked cheese, latte without a robe, you can run whistle. Latte with a robe, you're gonna have to run monocle. Scam comp, oh, my bad. This is really just going to want to be the comp that you want to set on your defense when you're not playing. You can really run it against some standard teams, but you might actually end up losing, which, may or may not be a good idea. But some standard teams might actually be really strong. And then this is really the strongest comp, at least in my own opinion. The standard team, you really can just throw it against anything and just hope and pray it will work. All right. I've yapped for way too long. All right, time for me to end the video. Don't forget to join my Discord. And if you join my Discord, you're seeing this at the end of the video, you can ping me and say, what should we say? Arcade in all caps in, I think, C Arcade chat. That should be it. All right. So, hope you guys liked this video. Hopefully you didn't mind me actually testing on the fly. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.